welcome to the channel and welcome as we continue that trip, well, multiple trips that we took to Cascais. And here we are at Mamiwata, a tapas restaurant located right next to where we were, which is the Praia de São Pedro do Estoril. So the Estoril beach, where we enjoyed some beautiful tapas and great ambiance. We had some sliders, but they never made the pictures because they were completely devoured. Absolutely delicious. So now we're going to take you on a little stroll over by this one of literally thousands of beaches that just line Cascais so that you can see what we see. Now, the beach that we're about to come on soon is a popular surfing but even more popular swimming spot in a sheltered bay with views from where we are, the beautiful adjoining rocky cliff top. And as you can see, the views never disappoint. Whether you're on the beach or on top of the cliff, you can enjoy a beautiful day of relaxing in the sun or just walking along, and the breeze out here was amazing. The weather I know has been a little crazy, but finally we're starting to kind of get a cool off session. So this was about a balmy 82, but with the winds felt more like a 79. Great for sun goddesses and sun gods to lay out and enjoy the day by the beach. Now there are multiple restaurants, bars, all kinds of things to do around here, especially if you want to just come and stay, hotels and everything that line this entire coastline. So you literally could stay at any part, whether it's Cascais, it's Estoril, this is Estoril. You can go over to Carcavelos, and then by then you're almost in Belém and Lisbon. So there is a train, and the train station is very near to this beach, actually about a 2 to 3 minute walk. And that train will take you straight into Lisbon if you'd like to enjoy a day in Lisbon. And it's about a 45-minute train ride. So much to do when you're staying out this way. Caribbean trying to get that perfect shot as we enjoy the coastlines. Now, a lot of people haven't heard of Estoril, which is right there on the cusp of Cascais. But for decades, this town in Portugal was the playground of royalty and film stars, foreign dignitaries, and even spies. But today, residents of Lisbon and tourists from all around the world continue to flock to this ocean side. Together with its neighbor, Cascais, as like we told you in the other video, what they're calling the Portuguese Riviera. Now it's about 25 minutes west of the country's capital. Its population is about 26,000 people. Square miles are filled with oceanside restaurants, high-rise condominiums that overlook the stretches of these sandy beaches that you're seeing now. And this isn't the only beach there. Across the marginally hilly rise slopes upward into tranquil neighborhoods, so you will see all kinds of apartments and homes that adorn the beautiful area. All of that combines to create this town's well-known air of easy elegance. So it is an ideal choice, not only for vacationing, but possibly for retirement. And so we're going to show you just a typical apartment that's available to rent in Estoril right now. This apartment is available for 1,900 euros a month and is located in Estoril. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, parking space, and a storage room is included with the price. And as you can see, gorgeous amenities, all upgraded. Full kitchen, we're talking your dishwasher, microwave, oven, washer machine, everything included. Beautiful master suite, as well as 2 additional bedrooms. So air conditioning throughout, upgraded everything you can think of. So let's take a little walkthrough so that you can see what $1,900 gets you in Estoril as you enter the apartment here. There is no lift or elevator, as they call it, so it is on the first floor, so you have to walk up a couple of flights because, as we well know, first floor doesn't mean actual first floor. You have to go through the ground floor and then first to come into this apartment. But as you enter, they make a point of showing where your power box and that you have optical cable, because most places in Estoril have upgraded high-speed cable. You of course have your downstairs front door camera so that you can see and beep in for a little bit of added security. Although let me tell you, it is one of the safest neighborhoods in all of Portugal. We have a coat closet as you enter so that you can store any guest coats or anything extra that you may have. One great thing about this apartment that sometimes you don't find in a lot of apartments that you're looking at is the usage of a lot of closets, or like this shelf space, things like that. They don't come with this, so these are really added bonuses. If a lot of you guys have been looking at apartments, you know what I mean. You really need that. Beautiful flooring, and you walk into the first bedroom, which they called the master suite, but I would say would probably be the guest room. Had a couple of closets in it so that you'd have plenty of storage space. And it had an ensuite bathroom in this bedroom. So like I was telling the lady when we walked through, that would actually be really great for guests, because guests would have their own private section of the house because it's separated by an entire living room, plenty of places to put things, and they would have their own bathroom. So we know that that's a plus, especially for you guys who may have visitors, who may want to Airbnb it, whatever it was if you were to purchase a place like this. But for renting, you can't do Airbnb or anything like that through the rentals. Gorgeous rain shower, just all the amenities you really don't find in most apartments. Now, especially with this unseasonable weather, air conditioning is a must. So to have an air conditioning unit in all the major rooms inside of the apartment is a big plus, because if you also have looked at properties in Portugal, you'll see that since they're not used to this unseasonably hot weather, most places can survive on the breeze, meaning they may have fans, they may have a lot of patio so that you can sit outside and enjoy, but they usually do not have air conditioning. But now these newer places, especially upgraded or renovated places, will definitely have included that air conditioning unit for the comfort of the people who are staying there. And you can see it is a very upscale neighborhood, so everyone around you has multi-million-dollar homes. So it's not like you're staying somewhere where it's not safe or something might happen. It's actually a very lovely, lovely neighborhood. So we go in and we're going to show you something you probably haven't seen in most apartments, at least I know I haven't, a sliding wall. So you can actually make your kitchen disappear when you have guests, so you don't have to worry about them seeing anything that may be in the kitchen area while they're in your living area. So that wall just tucks onto the gray wall, and it gives you a total different look to where you were. Another thing I love is the clean look, meaning all of the appliances don't even appear to be there, yet they are. Your dishwasher is nice and hidden. It just melds into the cabinets. You have your stovetop just melding right in there so that you still have storage space underneath. And then in your cabinets over here, you have your microwave and your oven. Tons of storage area. When I say tons, I have not seen a kitchen with this type of space. And then here is your refrigerator on the left and your freezer on the right. Totally hidden, out of the way, in a cabinet. It's seamless. And these are upgrades that you don't normally see, especially that size refrigerator and freezer, because they call that an American fridge. And normally, even in the DR, they have very small refrigerators and you pay a lot more for that. And it comes with its own laundry room, which is amazing. And the washer is also tucked underneath so that it's out of view in a cabinet. So you can see this will be your backyard. This is the garage area. And then you go out of this area onto what I call the other wing of the house, which would include yet again 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. This would be great for an office area because it's not very large, but for storage or for an office, or for us, a YouTube studio, it would be a great space. Again, with lots of closets, it's kind of unheard of. So a lot of you guys that have started to look and to think about moving to Portugal, you know what I'm saying when I say it's not really found this type of space in an apartment. And the large bathroom with double sinks. I know we're used to that in the US, but actually out here, that is a rarity. Again, with the rain shower. And these are little things that you just really look at and say, oh, that's kind of common, but out here it is not. So it is really all upgrades that you don't really see, especially for that price, in most apartments. And then you have another room, which you could very easily make your master. And then that way, hey, you've got a whole side or wing of the house to yourself. And they have the dual opening windows, and they are shaded so that it blocks out a lot of the sun. They are very soundproof. They call them, I think, double layer. And you see all types of places to just have things up, and of course, air conditioning in every single room. So now you can see what 1,900 euros gets you in the area of Estoril, right next to Cascais. And one thing that I absolutely love, had to add this in, power shutters. You want to keep that sun out. So now we're going to head over to a part of town in Leiria, actually only about 7 to 8 minutes from our home, but it looks like literally miles and miles away. We found this gorgeous little community where we hopped upon on an afternoon to go and enjoy dinner at Casa de Nanora that you see here. Now it hugs upon a little river, but it also includes a hotel. So if you have any stays that you'd like out here in Leiria, you can actually stay at the Hotel Rural Casa de Nanora, and the restaurant that we're about to go into for lunch is attached to it. So those might be things that you might want to look at. The price for the hotel varies, depends on the time of the year, but it runs anywhere from $70 to $100 a night for the hotel stay. And yes, you are seeing fish. Those are fish through the river. And the water wheel. And that window that you're seeing is where we will be sitting in just a few minutes to enjoy our lunch date. Now, Barreria is an urban parish in the municipality of Leiria with about 11.82 square kilometers of area and 4,100 plus inhabitants. And the population density, they say, is about 347 inhabitants per square kilometer. But here you can see it has such old world charm. We found the most enchanting restaurant and little pub to go and have a beer at. People were just so friendly and willing to just sit and talk. And it's just nestled, honestly, we were driving around and felt like we're in the middle of nowhere, but again, that is where you find the true gems and the away from the city and tourist sections. You really will always, like we say, want to eat where locals eat, hang out where locals hang out, to really get a true feel of the neighborhoods and the area and the country, because that's how you really can connect with people and enjoy your time. And then that's how you really can either see yourself there or not see yourself there. Because remember, it's not always a vacation. You want to see yourself. Can I sit here? Can I be at this restaurant? Could this be one of my local favorites? Would I enjoy a meal there on a hectic Saturday when I just want to get away? Would I like to take the Friday night and sit out on their patio, because they have a lovely patio attached also, and have a glass of wine and just watch the water go by? These are things you really, really have to ask yourself. But first, we have a little exclusive and we want to let you know, so listen up. We'd also like to introduce something to our buymeacoffee.com/PortugalE members. If you don't have a membership, go on there and look it up, because we will now have audio excerpts. So we're going to give you a little taste of what our new discussions uncorked with Cribini and Tina sound like, and that will be available only for members on buymeacoffee.com/PortugalE. And so again, getting into that discussion on how your relationships with your friends and families can suffer sometimes or grow when they don't support your wanting to live abroad. And I think you could personally talk about that, can't you?
Well, it's a different experience when you establish a relationship with your loved ones and you tell them after retirement or some point in your life that you want to actually move overseas.
Yeah. So every week we'll have a different discussion topic. We will get personal. You will learn a lot more behind the curtain of Cribini and Tina's life. And we want to bring you with us, so make sure you're hitting that membership so that you can get our bi-weekly discussions uncorked on buymeacoffee.com/PortugalE. So here's a little glimpse of the menu, but they do have daily specials also, so you can see what we see.
So I'm trying out this new wine, guys, in my neighborhood, and this is the bottle. This is what it looks like. And actually, this winery isn't open yet. We just
To the public.
To the public, but for the most part, they're still doing business with the local restaurants and things like that. As soon as they get open, we're gonna go check it out, and to see how good it really is.
So what do you think?
Good.
Try it.
It smells really good. It's not like really a good wine that you can have with your dinner.
It is a good wine to have with your dinner, yes.
Oh, this is excellent.
Very mild.
Excellent, crisp taste.
Nice tint.
We'll have that corky taste. Perfect.
And it was, to be exact, 14 euros.
Right.
And this was from a local winery, Vidigal Winery.
Well, now the food is finally here.
For the appetizer.
Yeah, the appetizer. And this appetizer is probably gonna fill me up.
Look at that.
And this is
That's a big prawn.
something extremely different. I'm not used to the head and everything, the eyes being on this.
You kind of got to get used to that out here, huh? So here we enjoyed 2 entrees, spicy prawns, which you could see they were giant, and that's just the regular prawns. And we also had steak tartare with a little dash of coriander, and it was absolutely lovely. With our bottle of wine, we also had entrees of risotto with shrimp and monkfish, and that's what the big guy had. And I enjoyed a beautiful grilled octopus, and our total for all the food you've seen us consume was $82, so money well spent. Here we have the steak tartare on homemade batata fritas, so chips that they make fresh. And let me tell you, they just sprinkled those chips with just slightly a little bit of sea salt, and it was absolutely amazing. So we start with our starters, we move on to our entrees. Again, we had that beautiful bottle of wine, water,
I'm going to enjoy
lovely.
my fish and risotto. And I enjoyed the place tremendously. This place is beautiful. This is the first time we've actually been here. It's like a gym in our neighborhood. It's not far from our house. It's less than a mile. So I'm so happy to be here, and I'm getting ready to enjoy this.
Yes, take a bite of that fish. Now, Leiria butts up to Cortez, which is another municipality right here where the winery and this is actually located. But the Moors occupied much of this area way back in the day, and they deployed new agricultural techniques of wells, perforation, so that's the river Lys that you saw and all the other things. And the village of Cortez is one of the oldest settlements in terms of Leiria, as far as medieval documentation that they have. And out there, an earthquake of 1755 shook the church and some of the chapels, but didn't cause major damage. So you'll see a lot of the original historic buildings still there along the Lys River. So we hope that you enjoyed those couple of trips and the information on the membership at buymeacoffee.com/PortugalE. If you were wondering what you got included with that, why join? We hope we gave you a little bit more of an incentive to go there, join, and be part of the Caribbean family. So as always, thank you and welcome to our new subscribers. You guys have just been amazing. And always remember to hit that subscribe. Hit those notifications if you'd like to get notified on videos like this and others. And make sure to give us a thumbs up or that like, because that helps change that algorithm so we can bring you great content. And as always, see you on the next video.